Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Shadowrun Hongkong und wir werden hier gerade noch die anderen beiden Räume ausnehmen. Ich glaube, das waren 2 Räume. So, das war First Aid 4990. Wahrscheinlich nur ein Item rumliegen oder sowas. Ah ja, ist auch wurscht. Hier unten war noch eine Tür. Ne. Na gut, dann halt weiter. Sales and Acquisitions. A timid woman looks at you from a station. Excuse me, sir, the Tsang employees on this floor may only be seen through a pre-approved appointment. Not even maintenance is exempt. Do you have an appointment? Show her your Tsang security passes. I'll have a meeting with Mr. Johnson. This will work. This will only take a second. Just need to tweak some air units. If they get fixed on your watch, it'll look good on your record. Then I can get on with the rest of my work orders too, and win a bin for both of us. What do you say? She fills with an earring. I don't see why not. Just try to have an appointment ready next time, okay? To access the air units, will you need employees to clear the area? I can get security to usher people out if that help. No need to bother anyone. I can work around them. Have a good one. You too, sir. The woman eyes your uniform. She smiles. Something I can do for you? Just a routine check on maintenance issues. Things running in order here? Absolutely, we have no problems here, but my office rarely does. Our sales team is Tsang's top performer. The contracts and acquisitions team to the south of us, however, I check in with them, sir. They're bound to be mired in technical problems, as one would expect from professional slackers. Thanks for the tip. Door card reader. Door lock with a keycard scanning feature. Walk away. Security. Das ist nur Deko. The woman before you looks like one very burnt out suit. What do you want? Don't take this the wrong way. You look seriously overworked. What's going on? Maybe I can help. She chews on her lip, unsure. With a sigh, she speaks. Yeah, why not? Doubt I'll ever see you again. I could use a good renting session. It's the stack ranking here. My team contracts and acquisitions in the deep end, but not because we're slackers like sales would have you believe. The way she bites into the word sales reeks of enmity. Because the system isn't based on merit. We are working our asses off over here while sales doesn't even have to lift a finger. And while they are ranked ahead of us, they're way behind work-wise. But guess what? Tsang doesn't care about it. All they look at are the ranks. Come this quarterly review, whoever's last in the stack rankings will get demoted. Or worse, sent back to the training pool. She shudders. That's a broken system, if you ever heard one. Ja, genau. You don't have to tell me. Sales is reveling in our distress and rubbing their success in our faces. But it's not just that. They're also undermining our work by denying us important data that my team needs in order to hand off our contracts to Tsang upper management, as if the rankings weren't enough. What if I could get the data? She gives you a long look. What's in it for you? I need into the floor security station. I'm sure we can arrange something. I'm offering to help you tilt the balance between your team and sales. What do you think? I have the code, but what? I'm not supposed to have it. I technically don't have the credentials either. I'm kind of seeing one of the guys in security. He wanted me to have a safe place in case anything ever happened here. Don't worry, if it comes to it, I'll take the heat. She chews on her lip, nods. Okay, I'll do it. The sales team's data for the station code. That's the deal. Understood. VP of Operations. A calm, stern-faced man stands before you. He casually checks his watch as he addresses you, his voice tinged with boredom. I've been expecting you, like the maintenance uniforms, by the way. An enemy in our skin, a classic infiltration tactic. Are you messing with me? Not at all. I'm well connected here at Tsang. I have eyes everywhere, and when I was informed of your presence in the building, I knew it was opportunity I'd been waiting for. Are you done yet? I have places to be, people to kill. I'd never do business with a corporate dog. He snaps his fingers, and the guards behind him train their weapon on your position. Before you decide anything, at least hear me out. You are in a position to come out of this with an edge against Tsang. That alone should be enough to pique your interest. What's your game? It just so happens that you stumbled into the right place at the right time. He keeps his gestures subtle, but he can't hide the cockiness in his voice. I imagine that doesn't happen often in your line of work. Stop wasting my time, what do you want? I know you're on the job, but this won't take long. Josephine is running this corporation into the ground, much like the way you're undermining her efforts here today. I too am preparing to make a move against her, and therein lies the beauty of our situation. We are in a position to help each other out. What do you need done? It's simple. I give you access to Tsang's core system, and while inside, you retrieve some data for me. Won't that look pretty bad on your access history? And how do you plan on rewarding me for these services? I should think the privilege of wading through Tsang's core system would be reward enough. The corners of his eyes crease as a flat smile stretches across his jaw. A little 3DO editing and some creative violence on my guard's part, and we'll claim you assaulted us and entered the Matrix by force. Your invasion of our direct system will only bolster our strikes against Josephine. Deal. He clasps his hands together. Excellent. The information I need is in the data store labeled foreign accounts. Return those files to me, and you're welcome to whatever else you find in the Matrix. Don't get clumsy, avoid setting off the system alert, or my associates and I will have to kill you to cover up our part in this scheme. I can't afford to arouse any suspicion, and should you try to leave this office and I don't have my files, our deal is off, and I'll see to it that you don't leave this building alive. Play your cards right, Gerana, and this may be the beginning of a new business relationship. Was? Hätte ich da jetzt nicht rausgedurft? Ich dachte, das Gebäude. Dann laden wir halt. Aber schon eine ganze Menge zu tun hier. Ja, jetzt komm mal hier. Sieht gerade nicht sehr kooperativ aus, das Spiel. Hallo. Da ist es doch. Loading. Mhm. Bzzz. Ja, war die Animation noch nicht geladen? Da müssen wir dran. Mhm. Machen wir erstmal einen Buff. Dann setzen wir den fest. Und dann machen wir das Ding da drauf. Host Damage. Na. Ah. Na gut, auf ein neues. Na, da hätte ich oben einmal noch drauf gemusst. Na. Ich verpeil's hier gerade etwas. Na komm, egal. Sieht richtig aus. Geht doch. A series of holographic components spring from the starter archive linked with relational vectors, financial records and Wall City project. Glowing blush white letters crystallize above the tangled network. Document cluster 8201V blah blah blah. Wall City low income housing project, financial recordings and reporting. Final. Access the executive summary. Scan through the files. The language of these documents is an opaque folk of finance and accounting. Without special training, it is incomprehensible. The associated visuals are a tangle of pie charts and dynamic graphs with data layers like pie adjustment accruals, taxable share, and payroll allocations, and a depreciation flow. Most are uninteresting or esoteric. However, 3 options stand out. Master cash flow. A layer of luminous green lines appear, flowing through the system chart. They appear to be budgets and fund reservoirs, coded for various purposes. The green lines are divided into 2 sections, each has glowing white text beneath. Read the text beneath section 1. Project receivables, blah blah, funds relocation, diversion percentage, section 2. This is an enormous scrolling list of Wall City construction expenses. Next to each is a single word. Redacted. Master Cashflow. Das machen wir. A dense network of tiny nodes and branching lines appear inside the system chart. It seems to be a granular mapping of all utility-related allocations, expenditures, and assets. An organizational hierarchy forms beside the system chart, listing upper management of the utilities component. At the top, you see a familiar name. Edward Tsang, Vice President of Special Projects. Directly beneath him are 2 subordinates. Cameron New, Construction Engineer, Excavation and Utilities. Under Cameron New, a full organization chart fans out dozens of names and positions. The name of the second subordinate is missing. In its place, it's a single word, redacted. Under the second subordinate, a much larger organizational chart appears, with hundreds of nodes. In this second chart, however, the same word accompanies every node. Redacted. Funds relocation substructure. Thin threads of yellow light spring from numerous nodes in the huge system chart and begin to flowing through all others. The yellow threads snake down below, bouncing through a series of nodes and changing colors until they converge into a single brilliant point. An incandescent white word appears beside it. Prosperity. Access the prosperity node. No file exists at this location. Close funds relocation substing star. Close the files. After a moment, you are returned to the main menu. Scan through. Access the executive summary. The executive summary describes the finances of the Wall City construction contract. Tsang Mechanical Services received about 950 million from other corporations via the Executive Council. It then spent this money to build the Wall City. Most is a dense description of cost targets, metrics, financial analysis, and according methods. However, a short section of the final paragraph stands out. Achieved 35% diversion of funds, while maintaining workmanship at generally acceptable levels. Severe downward cost pressures, large finance risk, and information control presented major challenges in executing a financial strategy for the WCLIHP. The co-construction of 2 concurrent initiatives, prosperity, presented a major financial as well as operational challenge. Such large funding diversions are difficult to adequately obfuscate. The author began wishes to note that the blah official records in their current form still may not withstand scrutiny during the post-project audit by the Executive Council. Deep revision ex post facto is advised. Access Executive Summary. Okay. Download File in Disconnect. Kann ich hier eigentlich auch speichern? Ja, kann ich. Da ist gar kein Gegner. Wollen wir? Da habe ich irgendwo einen Faden verloren. Nee. Passt. Inside the foreign accounts file is a series of recent transactions. It looks pretty standard. Several Tsang monetary deals with foreign partners and businesses. Some money incoming, some outgoing. A closer look at the files and a variance in the pattern appears. It seems a few of the deals are encoded to prevent them from appearing in the company's standard financial logs. Interestingly, of the handful of encoded files, all contain records of deals established through bribery with some Tsang's business partners. Even more interesting is the chunk of clean Nuyen that is attached to the data. 2000 Nuyen. Dann gehen wir mal wieder. Host HP 2. Das ist die HP, die ich noch mit dem Charakter habe. You exit the core system. The vice president, watching nearby, visibly relaxes. Well, it took you long enough. You got it all on one chip, right? Hand it here. Hand him the data chip and the Nuyen. You ordered embezzlement. You got it. Yeah, relax. I get you your data. Auch nicht. Aber wir haben ja gar keine andere Möglichkeit. Wounded 16. Können den auch umballern. Attack him. I think we're keeping this, and now that you're outlived your usefulness. Na, es hat nicht ganz so funktioniert, wie ich mir das gedacht hatte. Was stand da? Cut the Alarm in Security Matrix. Na, mach mal Load. Laden. Was jetzt wieder dauert. Huch. Ja, ich glaube, dass da kommt Unity nicht so ganz mit klar. Das Level ist zu groß für das. Beziehungsweise mein Rechner ist halt auch nicht der schnellste. Aber dass er überhaupt so lange laden muss, um überhaupt den Ladebildschirm einzuladen, ist schon besorgniserregend. Ja, und besonders viel kommt dann da auch nicht mehr. Da ist noch eine andere Etage, wo wir hin müssen. Und dann weiß ich nicht, ob danach noch was kommt. Ich glaube ja, wenn ich das ja richtig sehe. Und danach haben wir noch eine Karte. Mal schauen. Ich schätze mal, in den nächsten 5 Stunden oder so ist das Spiel durch. Alter Falter, bei solchen Ladezeiten mag man nicht laden. Excellent, a pleasure doing business with you. The hell you think you're doing? Oh, sorry, is this not a public terminal? What does it look like, asshole? Get out of here. How can I help you, sir? Got word of a level 8 maintenance issue right here in your office. It's not fixed now. Things will get messy. I need everyone out of this room for the next half hour. Her mouth drops open, but after the initial surprise drains away, she looks doubtful. What kind of issue are we talking about? A very serious issue. I know how valuable your time is, so this repair job is top priority. I'll be in and out in the time it takes you to grab a soy calf. She straightens up and immediately takes on an air of the authority. Our time is valuable, as befits a team of our importance. I appreciate the respect and high priority that we've been given. We'll return shortly, so you'd best be finished by the time we are back. Oh, and don't leave a mess. No problem, I'll have it fixed in a flash. See that you do. A quick look at it takes to reveal that this terminal is an unnetworked workstation, sitting there all unattended and vulnerable. It's just asking, begging to be wrecked. Isabel, you see what I see? Isabel smirks and raises her hands, wigging her fingers in the air. It's weak, I've got this. Within a matter of seconds, she's entered a string of commands and transferred several classified files onto the data stick, which she casually drops into your hand. It has been defeated. You're welcome. Konnten wir jetzt da eigentlich noch dran an das Ding? Ich meine, immerhin leuchtet es ja noch. Walk away. Na, ich weiß jetzt nicht genau, was mir das überhaupt gebracht hatte dort. Did you get it? Enter the data right here. Yes, perfect. Thank you. As promised, here is the code. A stroke of fear seems to freeze her. I'm not going to get into any trouble, right? You covered your trail. Don't worry about it. Mhm. Vier, 4, 5, 2, 6. Ach, das hatten wir schon. Dann machen wir das andere aber auch noch. Use keycard. Door opens with a thud. What are you doing here? We didn't call for maintenance. Maintenance doesn't have to be called to maintain the building. It's my job. This will only take a moment. Sassy, aren't ya? Still can't let you through with the pass... without the passphrase. Swordfish? What are you talking about? There's the passphrase. He reaches for his weapon. Wrong answer. Och ne, jetzt muss ich wieder durch den Ladebildschirm. Load. Charisma 7. Dann nehmen wir beim nächsten Mal Charisma 7 mit. Gucken wir mal auf die Uhr, wie lange das dauert, hier das einzuladen. Ab jetzt. Aber ich sage mal besser nicht, sonst gibt es ja Ärger mit YouTube Musikautoerkennung. Und es lädt und lädt und lädt. Eine halbe Minute haben wir schon rum. Ja, müsste man mal alles an Ladebildschirmen hier wieder zusammenschneiden und gucken, wie viel man insgesamt an Zeit in Ladebildschirmen verbracht hat. Ich fürchte, ich schätze, dass es in etwa auf dieselbe Zeit rauskommt, die man mit Kämpfen verbringt. Jetzt sind wir schon eine Minute im Ladebildschirm des Ladebildschirms. So, 1,5 Minuten etwa bis zum Ladebildschirm. Fast geschafft. Zwei Minuten. Kann auch sein, dass ich das Spiel jetzt schon zu lange nicht neu gestartet habe, dass das deshalb sich den Speicher vollgefressen hat. Heard you need a level 5 tune-up. We finally got the parts, but there are other departments on the waiting list. We can skip you for now, but I'll have to put the station back on the bottom of the list. His back stiffens. Wow, there's no need for that. Please come in. If you could start with that desk in the back, we'd be awfully grateful. Then I'll get to work. As a maintenance, I'll need access to the security terminal. Should take up about an hour for the full installation. Don't wait up. Our terminal? Well, if you have to, but make it quick. We've got a lot of sensitive materials in there. Wir werden uns gut darum kümmern. You could easily jack a cyberdeck into this computer, which someone has considerately left unsupervised. As Isabel, jack in. Mhm. Na, das hat noch nicht funktioniert. Ah, da jetzt noch verfehlt. Nochmal verfehlt. Das gibt's doch nicht. Ich will nicht nochmal in den Ladebildschirm. Aber können wir reduzieren. Kostet halt die ganze Runde. Das gibt's doch nicht. Also. Mhm. Die sind beide in Cover. Der jetzt nicht mehr. Aua. Sauber. Mhm. Schön und durchlaufen. Dann wollen wir mal wieder. Ups. Ja, passt. Der hier vielleicht. Ne, der hier. The captain of this station has pre-approved a limited release of Laboratory 12's elevator code to Omega personnel. A receipt of this message is proof of the authorization. Wanting this information highly. Das ist nicht dasselbe, was wir vorher auch hatten. The security beings the Teil lack access to the center's files that are necessary to perform a biannual accounting report. I'd appreciate if you sent me the codes by EOD today. No. What you are asking is extremely unorthodox and in a blatant disregard of company protocol. The partner is under constant scrutiny and I can't afford a leak. You'll have to go through the proper channels and fill out the required paperwork if you want the passcodes. My Lin Zhao. Dear Mrs. Ling Zhao, allow me to rephrase my earlier request. You sent me the passcodes and I review the Magical Research Center's finances. I heard that your lab's been hemorrhaging funds this last quarter. Perhaps I could massage those numbers to make the lab appear more monetarily efficient. Attached are the passcodes for my department's core system terminal. You will access them only under direct supervision. Disconnect. Lab 12 Access Codes. Die hatten wir ja eigentlich schon. Ist egal. Da war noch ein zweites Ding. Der hat gesessen. Ah, da habe ich mich verklickt. Ach, verdammter Mist. Ach, egal. Weiter. M. Ja, W. Ja. You hack the node and the now vulnerable network is quickly infected by spoof programs. Within a matter of seconds, the programs spread across the system, sending false security alarms throughout Tsang. The security network is slowly compromised. A few guards catch wind of the alarms and begin to investigate the cause, but their false alarms direct them to unterschiedliche Locations oder so. Vielen Dank. Ich gehe da mal wieder. Wounded 16. Die werde ich dann im Kampf als erstes heilen. Sollte das eigentlich passen. Traumatological Research. Gehen wir da auch noch hin. Wow, slow down there. This is a restricted area. I'll need to see your ID. Calm down, I'm from maintenance. Just here to replace some lights. It's not like I stole this uniform or something. Now, if you don't mind. His uncertainty turns into an embarrassed chuckle. Yeah, you're right. Between you and me, sometimes security can be a little overkill around here. Anyway, I don't hold you up. Good luck. VP of Thaumaturgical Research. The Vice President spares you a glance over the top of her PDA. There's a bite to her voice. Who are you? Show here Tsang security passes. Maintenance, ma'am? What do you want? Just doing a routine checkup. How are things? Lights, airflow, power supply. I was sent here to investigate a strange smell. Have you noticed any unusual odors around here? I'm checking the stability of electrical blocks, ports throughout the building. Mind if I have a look? Everything's fine. Now get out of here before I call security. No need to get angry, I'm leaving. You overhear a masked man in a lab coat mumbling to himself. After a moment you realize that he's narrating his actions. With a flash of his pen, he approves the incoming lab expenses. Science shall not suffer at the hands of miserly department heads. No, not on his watch. Such fiery acumen, such daring. He runs a hand through his luscious locks of stubble. The women swoon. The men swoon. He is meta-humanity's last hope. His shoulders stiffen in surprise. He makes a small sound and looks at you. You can't tell if he's angry or embarrassed. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, how long have you been there? Actually, never mind. You're here to fix something? Show me your Tsang passes. Just found out we've got the budget to make some upgrades, so I'm checking to see if your station needs any modifications or equipment installations. Look, I do very delicate, complicated work here. The last thing I need is a bunch of bumbling maintenance schlubs jeopardizing my work. Fine, just don't come whining to me when your air filtration breaks. Its words are heavy with disdain. If you'd kindly leave now, that'd be great. And please resist the urge to pester me again. I'm very busy. Yeah, sure sounded like it. Security. Da kommen wir nicht rein. Containment Lab. Ah. Da ist jetzt nicht wirklich was, das wir machen können. Beweisstelle, who are you? Pick up. Aha, Deck. Safe. Are you really? Security! Ja. Dann machen wir hier wohl nichts. Oder Moment, was? Hack Security Notes, Option. Ja, hier machen wir dann anscheinend nichts mehr. Und dann würde ich sagen, kann ich auch hier guten Schnitt machen und dann laden. Und dann machen wir beim nächsten Mal an der Stelle weiter. Und gehen hoch den Typen noch befreien. Bis denn!